If you are just joining us now, welcome to Speedromizer 5, where what you submit is not what you run. I am your host currently, the Tatted Native. And I must say, I'm having a fantastic Sunday. I hope everyone in chat is having a fantastic Sunday as well. I see you. I see all of you. Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic Sunday because I know that I am. You know why? We are only $80 from our goal. $80 from our goal, and we pretty much just started the last day. I am incredibly excited for the runs coming up. Stay tuned. All right, a number of fantastic runs are coming up. Speaking about coming up, we have the runner Mango about to do a run of, oh boy, I'm gonna butcher this. Vectronom. Vectronom? My goodness. I apologize. With the category of any percent. Mango, please take it away.
Hello everyone, my name is Mango, and this is Vectronom with any percent. Joining me on commentary today, I have my teacher / commentator, Duke Ariel, if you'd like to say hello and introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Duke Ariel, runner of this game, and yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
It is very cool. It's definitely something that I'm new to speedrunning with, like, rhythm games just in general, but it's been a lot of fun to learn, so thank you for submitting this. Before we get in, I just want to double check that I have the level select set up properly. I did not. Let's go. So we intentionally set the level select on a certain level, the fourth set of levels known as push, because a little bit later on I will be doing some menu skippage, and if we don't, it just messes it all up and we can't do it properly. But unless, Ariel, you have something else to say before we jump in, I think I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
Alright, so time will begin as soon as I confirm the new game. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so Vectronom. The main goal of the game is you are a cube and you have to get to the end of the level. Every beat, platforms change, you have to know where they are. It's a lot of memory. But the levels themselves are pretty short, so it's not like you have to memorize 4 minutes of platforms appearing and disappearing. But yeah, this is a very interesting game and a speed game, because you might see, oh, it's a rhythm game. There's not that much speed going on, but as you can see, Mango is jumping along a lot quicker than the rhythm says, and that is because you have 4 inputs per beat for you to move around, which also means it is very important to keep the rhythm going and not like spam your keys too much. So menuing, you might have seen it already by now. Every level has 3 screens. Every 3 levels is a world, and there are 10 worlds and then the final level. What does that mean? It means that after every level, there's normally like a hallway that gets you your score and whatnot. That is very slow. So instead what we do, just like here, is we go to the main menu and we press continue, which puts us directly on the next level. However, that does not work at the end of every world, because you are supposed to go to the hub and manually go to the next world. That's why the level select comes in, where instead of pressing continue, we press the level select and we can continue from where we were. So, things you might have seen by now. We have obviously ground, we have spikes, and we have these launchers that push you an extra block to the direction you last faced. It is very important that it is on the last direction you face, so you can't just go onto the launcher expecting a good direction. You have to plan it out and go on a certain direction so it pushes you to the correct way. But yeah, just like that, we are already on World 3. It is very interesting too, because every time you fall, well, not fall is automatic, but like every time you jump on a spike, which is something that maybe we'll see later, it only detects if you are on a spike on the beat, which means that if you are fast enough, you can jump over spikes. It is very difficult, it is pretty inconsistent, but it is also a time save depending on the level. So yeah, some more things that you might have seen to check if you are actually going on the beat. The cube will flash in a very certain color. If it doesn't flash, that means you were off beat, but that doesn't mean it's bad, because as I said earlier, you have 4 inputs per beat, which means you can go faster than the beat tells you to. But yeah, there are some levels like this where it's pretty much an auto-scroller. There's no way to speed it up.
But that is a nice little chance to slow down and relax a little bit.
Yeah.
So I always like these.
So yeah, we are, I want to say World 4, it's after this level. But yeah, as you can see, we have a lot of different patterns and a lot of different mechanics that sometimes they might get a little confusing. But everything is to the beat. Everything is memorizing where to go, where the platforms are gonna spawn, and just get to the end as fast as you can from the beat. So now, World 4. World 4 is very interesting for a number of reasons. One of the reasons is there's a very slow BPM. What does that mean? It means that you have to actually move slower to not go over the 4 inputs per beat. Because as I said earlier, you only have 4 inputs per beat. If you do them too quick, they're not gonna happen. So you might think the game is eating your inputs. What it's actually doing is just locking you from moving because you are spamming too much. And since that is tied to the rhythm, it means that slower BPMs will have to move slower. It is a very important mechanic on a speedrun. But yeah, I think this is also the first level in 3x4, I want to say.
I think so, yeah, if I remember correctly. This one gives me a lot of trouble. I don't actually really know how to do it fast without like doing this strat. So I opted to restart the level using Control R. I don't think we've seen that yet, so I just thought I'd mention that as well.
Yeah.
Because I actually don't really know how to do this first section of the level without doing it fast.
Yeah, there are some levels like this one, honestly, where if you miss a pattern, sometimes it's just a lot better to simply press Ctrl R, reset the level, and try it again. However, there's also something important here, and that is that, yeah, like this, Ctrl R resets all the patterns, starts from the beginning. It's a lot better than having to improvise sometimes. But there's something to know too, and that is that Ctrl R resets you to the level, not the screen, which means that if you're on the third screen of the level and you press Ctrl R, you are starting again. And that, depending on the level, it can be very, very bad. So yeah, this is Spy, my least favorite level in the game.
Yeah, this one gives me way too much trouble.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised I'm struggling on this one.
This is, I think, the slowest BPM in the game, which means that there are a lot of seemingly eaten inputs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But also, because of that, you can see that there are a lot of spikes moving around and whatnot, all in a different length and a different shape. That means that this is one of those levels where there is very little looping. And by that I mean that you can't just wait 4 beats and it starts again from the beginning. Because of so many different shapes, I think this one has like 100 and something different states, which yeah. Okay, but we're past World 4, in my opinion, the run killer.
Yeah, that's definitely my biggest run killer, is that level in particular that we just passed, so I'm feeling good now.
So we're into World 5. Very simple level to begin with, just press right at the correct time.
Okay, that's one of the more fun levels in my opinion. I'm gonna reset.
Yeah,
this one
Diamond is really fun.
Yeah.
This is also one of the levels where I said before that if you are fast enough, you can technically, like that, run over spikes. It is very tight, very hard, but it is a good backup that sometimes you can get. If you miss the cycle.
I've managed to do it once, by the way. So
yeah,
I have done it, just only once.
It is very, very difficult.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go, nice.
And this one, you can do like 2 in one cycle like this, but I'm not fast enough, so I just play it a little bit slower, but that's okay.
There are a lot of cycles that you can do in this game if you are fast enough. Sometimes it's just not worth it.
Yeah. Like this one, you can jump straight to the end pretty much, but I'm not confident in where each of the platforms are, so I just played a little safer.
Yep, it is hard. So we have spike jump, which this is a mechanic that is showing us that if you jump forwards to the rhythm towards a spike that is coming towards you, you can jump over it with good timing. It is a lot more finicky than it seems.
So I got through that pretty nicely. That one usually gives me a bit of trouble, but you made it through.
Yeah, spike cover is, in my opinion, one of the hardest levels. Mostly because if you do the slow strat, you can still die very easily. And if you don't and you do the fast strat is very difficult too.
Yeah, for sure. I've gotten okay at that one, so I'm confident enough in doing that. I know you can run straight to the end. I think I've seen a couple of people do that, but I'm not fast enough, so...
it is very tight. Right, so we have, I think, wall run is this one?
Yep. This is one of my favorites, so hopefully we don't mess it up too badly.
This is the level that shows you that you have to press attention to the rhythm, you can't just look around. So it puts walls in front of you, so you follow the rhythm. Very nice.
Thank you. I do have very specific places that I stop in the walls. Oops. Just because that's how I've memorized where spikes are, so I know I won't mess up.
Yep.
And here I'm gonna try and sprint to the end. There we go.
Nice.
Oops, just to save one or two more turns through.
So we're into World 7. I see chat is asking, why are there 3 timers? That's a very cool question, because you can see the first 2 are more or less the same. So the way the timers work is the third one is RTA without any animations, like the animations, the loads all count, it's RTA. Then you have the first and the second, which are without the animations, without loads, without menus. However, the first one is only the level and the second one is the full game. However, because we use the menu to jump between levels, they reset. It resets both. If you weren't doing menu strats, however, the second one would be very accurate to IGT. So yeah, this is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, I've listened to this song so many times and I still have no idea what the lyrics are.
Oh, nobody does.
Okay. But it is a jam, so we'll take it.
And apparently we've gotten to $1,000. Very nice.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much,
Yeah, I was
everyone.
wondering if I can interrupt real quick.
Yeah, you sure
Absolutely.
can. The next 2 levels are pretty much out of scrollers, so go ahead.
Oh boy, okay. Well, War Drums, first of all, thank you very much for putting on this run, but oh boy, do we have some news. We have reached our goal of $1,000. Thank you so much, Speedromizer community. Thank you so much, everybody, for making this possible. We are just so happy to meet this goal, and it's not possible without every single one of you. Thank you so much. And War Drums, you must be feeling it. It happened during your run. How are you feeling right now?
I'm afraid you are incorrect.
I am? Oh my goodness, Mango! Oh, Mango! Oh, hi. Sorry.
Hi.
Sorry, something. I highlighted something else. I am so sorry. Mango, how are you feeling during this moment?
Oh, I'm feeling so good right now.
Oh, that's
So happy
good. That's good.
we've reached that goal. It's so amazing.
It is. It is. Thank you so much. Wart. Sorry, I almost did it again. Wow. Mango, please continue.
So, that was World 7. You might have seen the last level, Tetromino, Tetris Homage. And now we're into Weight Jump. This shows that when launcher is steps under you automatically, it stores the last direction you jumped into. So if you just don't move, it will be the correct direction. And I'm pretty sure this is like the only level where this is useful.
It's one of them at least. I think there's maybe one more, but this is the biggest one.
Oh boy, checker waltz.
Waltz, oh boy.
This is the bane of my existence.
I do a lot of the safe strats in this one, but still, it's still very scary.
Yeah. So, something that can be done in this level is in this screen. You can jump over the gaps with abusing the coyote time that this game has, but it is very tight and very finicky, and it kills a lot of runs. So we have pull plates here. This is again, yeah, this is again one of those where it seems very easy, but you need to go very fast to make cycles. All right.
I haven't quite remembered where each of the like level select versus just continue are, so I might see me mess that up a couple more times.
So I think this is the first level, might be the only level, but I think this is the first level where it's like 9/4 or over 8. I'm not sure, but I know that it's a 9, so it is very weird if you are trying to keep the rhythm.
I want to say it's 9/4, but I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me on that. Oops.
Nice.
Thank you. All right. This one's also very fun. So.
Yeah, this is a very fun one. It is pretty out-of-scrollery at the end, but it is still very fun. This is also one of the hardest to read.
Oops. But I don't really know how to do it. I've only ever managed to do it once, so I'm just gonna play a little safer.
Yeah, you can skip like a couple cycles here, but it's very weird. You have to have a very specific timing. You can't just mash and pray that you're fast enough. You have to like do a very specific jump mid-bit, and it is pretty tight. But yeah, as you can see, when we're approaching the end of the levels, there's a lot more pattern memorization instead of just go fast enough like in the earlier levels. In a way, depending on your skill, you might find the later levels easier if you are better at rhythm than clicking fast. But yeah, we have 7, which is, you know, 7/4. The name of the level is 7. You just have to go where the spike tells you to. It is also, I want to say, one of the longest levels aside of the final one. Mostly because there's pretty much no way to make it faster. It's just follow the rhythm and don't die.
Yeah, it's just don't mess up your counting, which I'm pretty good at. So we're doing well so far. That being said, 7 is one of my favorite levels because it's one of the more chill ones. Oops.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just messed up my counting. But it's one of the more chill ones, so it's definitely one of my favorites. But that being said, the final level is actually probably my absolute favorite, even though it's one of the more stressful. So
I mean,
I'm
yeah.
a very strange case. But yeah, coming up on the end of 7 here, so just need to make it. There we go.
Nice.
Oh,
Alright,
there's
so we're
another case
into
of messing up level select.
we're into the last world. World 10. The first level is okay, it's not much. This is one of the levels that, in my opinion, is a lot harder to do while keeping the beat. Like 1 input per beat. If you can mash fast enough, I'd say it's a lot easier to just go through the middle.
Yeah, I haven't actually taken the time to learn that yet, so I've stuck with the more apparently harder strat. There we go. We
Very
made it
nice.
through. Thank you. Moving on to one of the levels that I also enjoy quite a lot. Right here I'm actually going to be jumping over the gaps between these platforms by jumping on double time instead of just on the beat itself.
Very nice. Yeah, that level is supposed to, what it wants you to do is to wait 1 bit and then go to the next one and go at the next one. But you can just tap a double time like Mango did, and you can just go. Alright, Dreary. This is one that is very memorization heavy.
This one gives me a lot more trouble than I probably should. This particular little sub-level, I suppose you could call it.
Yeah. So the gimmick is that the spikes move clockwise in each platform. So you have to memorize where they're going to appear next.
And these move in sort of a rotation, so as long as you remember which one just happened, you can keep track of it fairly easily, like we just
Exactly.
did there. Oops.
So we've been in World 10.
Final.
What's now? Oh, it's the final level. So this is witchcraft. You can't see.
You can't see. I feel like that's why I like it so much, because I enjoy more challenge, I suppose. And only being able to see a small portion of the stream, it's a lot of fun.
So here we are skipping cycles by going at double time. If you were to go along to the beat, it's possible, but it would take double the time, so it's not worth it. So here I'm going to shut up for a bit, because this part is stressful and it's very easy to fail.
And we're through. Very nice.
Okay. This is the last screen. Time will be when Mango touches the last cube at the very end. And time. GG.
And credits. Thank you. Thank you very much. I was about a minute and a half behind PB. I have Fly Split open, but that was still a really solid run. I'm really happy with how that went.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you again, Ariel, for submitting this run. This was a lot of fun to learn, and a lot of fun to run.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. This is a favorite game of mine, so...
Yeah, for sure. And I'm seeing a lot of... I almost dropped my phone. I'm seeing a lot of GGs in chat, so thank you all for that. I appreciate you. Oh, my hands are cold. But yeah, that was Vectronom any percent. About 25.5 minutes IGT. Really happy with that. But that's about all for me, I think. So yeah, thank you again to Speedromizer for having me.